Welcome to day 7 of Mora's Advent Calendar. If this is your first Advent surprise, make sure to check the 6 previous Advent Calendar projects. And today, we will be working on something exciting and crackly. And this is Christmas crackers. Did you know that Christmas crackers were invented in the UK? And for me, Christmas crackers represent a surprise and festive cheer. It pops when you pull, and inside you get to see a little gift, a little novelty present. I remember my first ever time experiencing Christmas crackers, and my first visit in the UK was around Christmas, and to me it was pure magic. So today we are drawing Christmas cracker that just popped open. If you don't know much about it, I'm going to explain that Christmas cracker is a casing made of cardboard. And inside, there is a little strip with, I think it's like a gunpowder or something. And when you pull it, usually one person holds one end and the other person holds the other. When you pull, it cracks. And whoever gets the bigger part of the cracker wins a prize. So this is just the first half of it, and we're going to make them equal. I'm trying just to repeat the pattern that I'm creating. The intention that we are setting today is very simple. It's a surprise. Hopefully you love surprises. And the idea of surprise is that you don't actually know what it's going to be. But what we can do is we can ask for this surprise to be a certain nature. Obviously, first of all, you want it to be a pleasant surprise. And that's the intention and the mood that you can put into your drawing. I just literally had a Christmas cracker surprise. I had another amazing job offer for next year, so I'm gonna have another project which is very well paid, and it's flexible hours, 3 days a week, and I'm over the moon. I'll tell the details maybe in my stories and Instagram later on when the project is finalized. But I just had one of those surprises, and I just thought, you know what, I feel quite inspired. I want to draw this project with you, and hopefully you will be able to get something lovely as well just around before Christmas. And let's create this magic together. It's good to get surprises in your life. And I think it's the nature that it's unexpected what makes it so special. Sometimes just people bring you lovely gifts that you didn't expect. Sometimes people give you customers or lovely jobs that you're proud to do. So whatever that might be for you, I'm just setting the intention for all of us to get a great surprise this December. Well, my little halves turn out to be a little bit different, but then again, I am happy with the way these things work. I'm not striving for perfection. This is an art project about setting an intention. And I'm more concerned what kind of mood and energy I'm putting here in my creation. And now we have 2 halves of the Christmas cracker. We can embellish it with nice little bows on both sides, because usually they do have sort of that little paper ribbon. You can put that with a circle. I think that might look better. I'm actually gonna double loop it. Yeah, that looks great. So you have plenty of options here, plenty of freedom for exploration, opportunity, and embellishment. So inside our Christmas cracker, there is something there. And I'm going to put a few stars. The way we create stars usually is through drawing triangles. So I'm going to do just that. Create a few triangles. And there it is, my little star. Once we create a composition, we can start working on neurographic lines. So I wonder if you've ever did the star in this fashion. There's another way of creating your star. And it's okay if your star is a little wonky. Trust me, it'll look beautiful by the time you finish this composition. So I'm gonna put 3 stars. 3 stars for 3 surprises. What kind of surprises do I want? Obviously, amazing surprises, kind surprises. And I want surprises that let's say, more of a spiritual ones, you know? I think I'm gonna get plenty of presents and most of the things I already possess in my life. So I'm kind of craving the kind of surprise that the money can buy. Maybe it's a beautifully written card. Maybe it's a surprise call from, long lost friend. A surprise visit from a friend, I don't know, a different city, different country, an invitation to visit somewhere where I haven't been, just things like that. That's kind of what kind of surprise I really, really fancy in my life right now. So now we've got all our composition down. Let's start rounding the corners. So all my stars, although they're sharp and pointy, they now have a well-balanced energy with neurographic line. And I'm gonna do the same for all of it, and that might take just a little bit of time. As you do this, this is your perfect opportunity to imagine those surprises this festive season. What kind of surprises do you want to receive? Maybe you want presents or money, or maybe you just open to anything. Maybe you, like me, want to kind of more of a experience surprise, or surprises that involve social interaction. I think I'm gonna swap again for a marker just to do this part. What I'm doing right now is literally going around all borders with neurographic line to bring that special style. Otherwise it would just look like any regular drawing of the Christmas cracker. But we are embracing this particular art style, and not just only makes it look beautiful, but we also activating our neuronal connections as we do that. So it kind of does the 2 jobs, creating beautiful art. You might then get inspired and print it on the personalized cards, or do a little print on your clothing. It's like application is limitless here. And then you also set an intention for something fun and incredible happening to you. trust in the process and the universe. That's the surprise that will happen to you is what you really want and what you really need. Maybe you meet somebody. Maybe you will be invited to a really cool party this year with fancy dress and Santa Claus. You never know. So let's open our heart to the opportunities and to the unknown and anticipate some magic. What truly happens when you draw Neurographica is that you work with the energy. You are shifting your focus on your desires. And if you're shifting your focus on receiving a surprise, you will also forward the energy in that direction. And energy will produce the results. If you focus on magic, on receiving gifts, then that's what shall happen in your life. If you're focusing on lack and worrying that things are not going to happen to you this year, then that's exactly what will happen to you as well. So don't underestimate the power of your intentions, the power of your thoughts, and also, more importantly, when you make intentions and you're expecting something change or surprise, allow this opportunity to unfold. It might be a lot harder to come across a surprise opportunity if you don't leave house, if you don't speak with other people, if you say no, if you don't communicate. So all of those things need to work together. You need to be open to receive the unexpected, welcome it in your life. And sometimes it involves, active seeking, which not necessarily going and asking for a surprise, but like I said, being active, going places, speaking with people, looking at different things, taking interest in groups online or classes offline, and then you never know what that would entail. One of the biggest surprises of last year was me going to a free networking event. And as a networking event, it wasn't that useful for me because I didn't meet anybody who were able to help me with my business. I didn't find any new customers, but what I did find was that Stafford University was funding master's degree to people who own the business or want to start a new business. And after that event, I went home, and the same day I filled in the application form. And that was a surprise for me that this program was available, and I wasn't looking for it, but because I did something unusual, I went to this new place I've never been to, Chamber of Commerce, and I went anyway to have a look what it's about, the curiosity of it, and just interesting event. I didn't receive what I was hoping to receive. I didn't, the expectations of perhaps networking events where you come in and find collaborators or new customers. That didn't happen, but something unexpected happened, which I think is 1,000 times better, actually. It was something beyond my expectations and dreams. I given up a long time ago on doing masters or a degree in the UK just because of the cost. But because this one was funded, I applied and I got in, and working on finishing my years of master and qualifying. Probably next year I will be getting my marks in and will be graduating. So that is exciting, and I invite you to seek those opportunities in your life and take advantage of even the smallest offers, because you never know what will come out of it, who you meet, what you will experience. Maybe you make a new friend, maybe you find your soulmate, you might get a job offer, you might just get a cool, amazing freebie. I have a few freebies from student fair, including little piggy bank, so every little helps, and I love things like that. Now my composition is ready. I've got plenty of lines in the background. I talked all the way through. I've got my Christmas cracker, which looks awesome. I'm going to start working with color and fill it with wonder and anticipation. I'm gonna go with this purple color for the inside. I'll have to be a bit more careful here with application because this color is a lot darker than my original color underneath, so it might look a little bit untidy. So I'm going to cover over the lines inside the cracker, but I'll do my best just to make it look at least tidy. Sometimes you get an effect that you don't expect, and some of it I'm not a big fan of, but I'm working with that resistance, you know. I'm working with the part of me that wants this cracker to be absolutely perfect, but maybe it's not about perfect. It's about openness and not rejecting those unexpected results and gifts that we get throughout life, not rejecting a different way, because sometimes we want a certain result, a certain goal, but we also want to have a total control of how that goal is going to materialize. You know, it has to be that it's you who buy the property, or you know, you have to earn this money in a certain way, and then somebody comes along and say, well, you know, let's do partnership, or here you go, you're gonna win this lottery, and it's like, no, it's not how I expected it, not how I planned it. And we can reject a really good thing just because we are so set in our way of the process of how we imagine this to happen. And sometimes the universe knows best. And the best things are happening when we don't expect them to happen. And often they happen in a way that we didn't anticipate. And that's how the true, I think, manifestation comes along, because we are limited by our experience. We're limited by our thoughts, but the energy out there and opportunities and ways that things can manifest and happen to us are limitless. And often it takes a while to realize that what's actually happening to you is so much better than what you were originally planning, envisioning, anticipating, and so on. But it takes courage to accept the new way and unexpected way, because this is where resistance comes, and this is where it can get a little bit scary and a little bit difficult, because we have to also work with our ego, and ego knows best, but it doesn't really, because ego is limited by our experience. And if you think about it, there is so much knowledge and wealth out there that we haven't learned yet, we haven't experienced yet. And I love the idea of trusting the process and the universe, because there's so many more ways of getting to the same destination. If you take that metaphor, you could go to the other country by airplane, by boat, by train. Some people walk, hike across countries and take some months and months. You can, fly. Some people paraglide. There's so many different ways to go to the same destination. We just got to be open to different transportation means that can be available to us. And don't reject the train if you were expecting a bus. That's my advice to you. And just one more thing is to decide what color is going to be my bow. I feel like it's very, very pink, very, very bright. So I'm gonna just support my little stars that are there crackling away in the air. So let's the bow be the same color. I think that'll balance the composition. Yeah, that looks nice and very cheerful. Don't be afraid for your art to look like it's been done by a preschool child. There's nothing wrong with that, and you would never criticize a preschool child. And if that's the last time when you were creating art was in preschool, then why would you be expecting to have any other level of finish to when you stopped developing your skills? And that's my little composition of the cracker. I'm going to get a few of those powerful lines that represent that divine universal energy to support the best outcomes, the best surprises. Something that, this line is about something that I actually really need. I might not know about it, but this is a surprise that I really need. And I will know when I receive it, that's okay, I really needed that. I really needed my friend to surprise visit me, or I really needed this gift in my life. Maybe it's a collaboration or a workshop of some sort that people invite me in. I don't know. Maybe it's a retreat. But I'm gonna just put that one line, that's something that I really need. And another line I want to have here is something that is really, really fun. So I want to do something fun this year. Don't know what that is. Maybe it's ice skating. Maybe it's snowboarding. I've never done snowboarding, never tried it. That would be fun to try. It could be any of that. So this is the line that is going that way, and what I'm going to do is just make it a little bit darker with my pencil, because I feel like I've lost it in here. So you can always work with your pencil to make sure that your elements are still present. I'd say that this composition has a room to highlight one of the elements a bit brighter if you wanted to, but I'm gonna leave it as it is with 2 filled lines. So thank you very much for taking part. I hope you've really enjoyed this little project. please support my channel by giving it a little thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see a few more of this festive creations. I appreciate your love and support, and have a wonderful December.